Look,
we not there yet.
Joe, I'm sorry. We're gonna talk about you earlier. We ain't gonna talk about Melissa Ford because
what's going on with her?
Michael, what's my man from the Cosbys? Theo. What's
Malcolm-Jamal Warner.
So he passed.
Yeah.
She did apparently like one of his last interview, if not the last. And so the interview was out. When he passed, she changed the title to get in the algorithm of him passing. So she put a DJ Vlad. But it wasn't nothing crazy. I think it was like she added, I think like the words like his final interview.
Okay.
Or whatever like that. And it's kind of like,
yeah.
Here's the thing. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, can't really be mad at it, but
yeah. I don't like when Vlad do it, and I ain't saying she doing that. Vlad do other nasty stuff.
Yeah, Vlad brings you back. Like it could be 8 years later. It's like, oh,
you died?
Yeah, exactly. Like that's kind of
Let
dirty.
me get my YouTube money up.
Yeah, that's kind of dirty. But yeah, I mean, I get what she's doing. I
Yeah.
mean, it was tragic though. I actually saw the news feature on it. So prayers out to him and his family. But basically, like, he was in the water with his daughter, and the beach that they go to is called Playa Grande in Costa Rica. So evidently, like, there's signs on the beach when you walk to the beach. Basically, if you're a basic swimmer, do not go in this water. Like they have it in all the languages. Like it's riptides all over.
Damn.
So I'm assuming that he was a great swimmer. And also, I guess his daughter was a great swimmer. But basically, some surfers saw them struggling and tried to save both. So they did save his daughter, but they couldn't get to him in time.
Damn, that's tough, man.
Yeah,
water is scary.
It really is, and I'm a poor swimmer myself. So,
I stopped caring about swimming when we did a race in a pool, and my sister did. She swam backwards and beat me going forwards. I ain't never swam a day again in my life. I said, "Oh, I'm done with this." Like Brittany, literally doing a backstroke.
Yeah.
She beat me.
It's a good gift to have. And one of the things, like, I hate when a lot of people like, yo, black people can't swim. And it's like, yo, truthfully, a lot of us in the United States can't swim. Mm-hmm. But it's access to pools. And I've noticed this because my son is like almost like a freaking fish in the water, right? But he's been in the pool since he was like 2.
Yeah.
So, yo, I didn't, man, I think the first time I got into a real pool, I was in high school, bro.
Damn.
like for real.
You never beaten the country ass allegations.
Yeah, I mean, bruh, I didn't want to swim in rivers and lakes. That was crazy because it's snakes everywhere.
True.
So it's like, yo, like the first time I really got in the pool, like, bro, who had pools? Nobody had pools in the country. You had to go to the city, or you'd had to be in a complex or an apartment complex, or maybe housing projects back in the day. I don't know. I don't think they have pools anymore.
Negro pools.
Yeah.
Only.
So it's like, yo, as blacks, a lot of us growing up, unless you're in, upperly mobile areas, suburbs, cities that have, a nice apartment complex that have pools. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is just access and why we can't swim.
I told my dad last week, I was like, yo, when you took me on those cruises, like, did I know how to swim? And he was like, nah. I was like, y'all, that don't seem crazy to y'all? And they was like, nah, it don't. We also didn't let y'all like just wander off. He was like, y'all did, but y'all didn't. And I was like, dang, that's so crazy. And then, but my parents made sure I knew how to swim. I almost drowned when I was like 8.
Yeah.
And I remember it was crazy. It was at my grandparents' house. And so they had a pool, of course. And so it was tough.
Gab said, of course. Like, all y'all have this, right?
We did.
All y'all have this, right?
My grandparents also bought that house.
You're never beating those allegations.
Actually, yes. I've learned that. I'm from the suburbs. I don't care. Y'all can have it, man. Y'all can't have it either way. But yeah, so it was funny. I almost drowned. And I remember that next year, a lady at my grandfather's church taught us how to swim. Yeah. This is the same pool they was baptizing people with. So I don't know.
Hey, but definitely wrote that pool off. Oh. 100% right.
Yeah, they're having church in the living room. The pool is definitely, the house is right. Yeah. Hey, I hope
I'm with it.
Absolutely. Look, now I'm thinking about it. That's why churches probably had y'all was willing to do church in y'all living rooms.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it.
All that off. Absolutely. So yeah, I learned how to swim after that. Also, I'm watching a new cruise doc. Where's Amy Bradley?
Who's that?
White woman went on a cruise with her family, and they saw her on the balcony at 4:30. She was chilling. Yeah. Her dad woke up at like 6. She was not there, and they still ain't found that woman.
I mean,
It's been years.
Yeah, if you fall off a cruise ship and they don't know it, you're gone. Any ship, for that matter.
Yeah, but they
in
don't.
the middle of the ocean, you're gone.
Basically, I gotta watch episode 3. They don't think it's a lot of people that have spotted her. They basically think she got caught up in sex trafficking.
Oh,
And one of the bandmates, because so apparently if something happens on a cruise and you're in international water, it takes too long for them to figure out who has jurisdiction. And
obviously.
so, yeah, and a lot of people don't know that a lot of these cruise people, they get off on certain islands and they might stay there or they might vacation there or whatever. So the guy who was like she was last seen with, the last person who saw her alive was her brother. But before that, she was with one of the workers on a cruise, and apparently somebody spotted him with her, and basically they think she got caught up in trafficking.
Or she might have just dipped out on society because life rough here right now.
It is. Yeah, absolutely.
She might have just been like, you know what?
Yeah. And they think I think the FBI said they have pictures of her on like some of the sites that you go to when you know, looking for hookers.
Oh.
And so they have a picture of her. And it do look kind of like her. But it was crazy. It's a crazy doc. I encourage
what is it called? That's actually interesting.
Where is Amy Bradley, or who is Amy Bradley?
Where's Amy Bradley?
I just say this. Carnival. Y'all can't talk about it. Carnival looking at Royal Caribbean like, all right, it's y'all turn. Because it's about Royal Caribbean. Basically, I'm with Mike. Me and my wife had a conversation. My wife said, if it ain't the Ritz cruise, we ain't going on it either.
See, she and I in the same place. Yeah,
absolutely.
If it ain't the Ritz cruise, I'm good.
Look, let's go ahead and get this thing started.
I'm Pastor Mike Will.
Somebody said we was talking all over the intro and they ain't know nothing. Oh, Ryan said we need different Ryan. He said we need an intro. Ryan, this is the intro. Here you go.
Black male and you're in a jam. Hit me up. I'll get you out.
Trying to save black men.
We can give black men a place to be seen, a place to be heard.
Sometimes I gotta push back because be lying.
They do, but so do women. So that's what makes the pod cool.
Strap in. It's about to be fun.
Now let's begin.
Y'all want to welcome everybody to episode, I'm pretty sure it's episode 190 of the Black Dads Club. We getting close to 200. That means, Mimi, you owe us balloons. You made a promise. Gotta hold up on the balloons. Go ahead and buy them now, girl. That should put us, we'll do the math when we got 9 more to 200. So we looking out for the balloons. If you can find them in orange, that'd be great. But if we have to stick with gold, then we'll stick with gold.
Yeah.
And then we'll celebrate that. Then we need to celebrate when we get to 10,000 because we're going to get to it in a little bit. But
Happy anniversary, man, by the way.
Yeah, to us. What are hand claps on this thing? Oh, shoot. That ain't it. Oh, that ain't it. Damn. I don't know what none of these boys is. There you go.
Which one is that so I can remind you next time?
The orange.
The orange one. The orange one like our pod colors, perhaps.
I don't know nothing is on these boards, man. Cause y'all, oh shoot, see? The reason why I don't know because them people be coming in here renting. When this pod start making some money, we are getting a Black Dads Club only studio. But yeah, happy anniversary. We almost there. We're a few weeks off from 4 years. We got an event coming for y'all soon. Y'all be on the lookout for it.
Yep. That is coming. So yeah, man. Definitely have put in the work. Yes. Definitely have went from, being terrible to now y'all probably say we're mediocre. People that love us. Yeah. But to all the haters, appreciate you for listening. And to all the supporters, appreciate y'all even more than the haters.
Even more. The haters, I love y'all. I still got y'all on the list. It was funny. So I went to Cancun this weekend. Yeah. That's where I went. And we'll talk about Cancun a little bit. But when I was coming back, this girl stopped me in the airport in Cancun. Now, mind you, we're going to Charlotte. So she only know me because of Charlotte. And she had said, aren't I follow you because of your friend. And she named her photographer. And I so bad went to her, I don't like that nigga at all. Don't mention his name to me. I don't rock with bro. And you know why I don't rock with him? Nothing's worse than when you try to give people help in a field that you have expertise in. And they kind of just tell you like, nah.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, and then he hit me with this white man is giving me better advice.
Oh, man, he ain't son you, did he?
He thought he did. So I told him, I called him the N-word, and I said, bruh, this will be our last conversation. Ain't heard from him since. I know he went through a depression phase. They ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't want you to think that if I stop talking to you, shit gonna get bad. I mean, that's what typically happens. But I don't rock with him. I have a strong thing. So I said this many podcasts ago. I went to all white schools. So it's easy to spot the token that wish he was somebody else. And he one of those. And so it's just a weird space to be in. So when I noticed that in you, and I'm like, oh, you the one that when we was going to the all white schools, you was the one who was definitely like, I'm not y'all.
He was the emo guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Not a fan. But how was Cancun though?
Cancun was fun. Oh, this bat is dedicated to Jalen Rose. Until we find you, buddy, I will be holding this bat captive. If anybody know Jalen Jacoby, he always had a bat. Honestly, somebody was watching our pod. Shout out to Sheena. She said, me and you need to stop biting our nails.
Okay.
She said it makes her cringe every time she sees it.
Got you.
So to help me,
Yeah.
and to
Holding the
celebrate,
bat.
and to celebrate Jalen Rose holding the bat, we're gonna get you something. Maybe we get you a drink. We supposed to be getting a bartender. I don't know where you at. Now I gotta send her an invoice. I can't even say her name now. But yeah, we need a bartender in here. That might be Meg's job when she get here, but we ain't gonna do that to you. Cancun, man, it was fun. No, y'all didn't see pineapples. We are not swingers. We had that conversation. Like, do people view us as such?
What was you guys' perception of others, of yourselves?
That we understand why people might think we swing, but we don't. But we do not.
I would expect people who swing and don't want people to know to say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't swing.
I'm just messing with
And
you.
it wasn't no real work down there to like hit on.
Mexico is definitely hit or miss.
It is definitely. It's
And mostly miss.
mostly miss.
Mostly miss.
A lot of y'all had a lot of mid down there at the resort, but it was cool. I will say this. Shout out to Ryan. He actually found the resort. So this was supposed to be a double date.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be. This is what I'm giving out too early in the pod. It was supposed to be a double date. So for us, we was like, all right, let's go. This is where the kid gonna get made at, right? That did not happen. For anybody who's working,
We don't know yet. You just got back.
just got back.
We don't know. We got to give it a month.
Gotta give it. We're gonna see. But yeah, so it was so I will say this. Shout out to my baby. This is why, fellas, you need to date a girl who make more money than me. She paid for everything. The flight, the resort, the transportation. She had the black car to come pick us up. We didn't get on one of them little buggies.
She big balling.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I'll take care of this. She was like, nah, I got it. And so it was a fun time. The food was amazing. I will find out the name of the resort that we stayed at. Oh, the Venetian something. I think that's what it was called. But it was super cool to be there. And we had a lot of great talks. A lot of talking of like what the future looked like. Her giving me the heads up, like, I'm going to get this back in blood. So you need to start making more money.
Of course.
Yeah, she had that conversation. We talked about the pod. We talked about Roe. He did not care that we was gone. But it was great because I got to go we both picked him up from daycare, but I went inside.
Yeah.
And so he ran, he gave me a hug and he was like, finally, you're back. And then so he jumped in my arms, he squeezed my face and gave me a kiss. The daycare teacher almost passed out, like just crying because she thought it was amazing. And then he reminded me, yo, I love my mom more. So once he saw her in the car, it was over. He made her get out the car and ride with him in the back. He rocked with his mama.
That's what's up though.
But the trip was cool. I'll tell you one thing. Maybe this is the dad tip. Like when you go on vacation, you have to like take a break from everything. I was telling you off mic, like I wasn't able to work.
Yeah.
I brung stuff to work, but I just wasn't able to. And it was cool because we really got to talk and we got to sit down and I got to make like weird comments about my wife online that she had no idea about until like day 2. And she was like, somebody hit us up in a group chat and was like, yo, y'all are hilarious. And she's like, what are y'all talking about? Because she wasn't online just yet. But yeah,
Gavin was horny texting about his wife.
Absolutely.
Like the horny pastor. Well, we talked about another horny pastor today, but I wasn't referring to him. I'm talking about the other horny pastor.
Yeah.
that we always reference.
But we got it was a great conversation, man. I did talk to her like one day, the pod need to do this. Like invite like some of our type listeners. We going somewhere. Maybe if y'all want to show up, you show up. But it was like
that would be nice.
But I was telling her, I'm like, only thing that was missing from the trip was like people we rock with being there.
Yeah.
Because when you go on these trips, you are forced to like meet people. And we met a couple of people. So that was cool. Then people, somebody asked about our son. Karina said I was drunk showing people pictures of my son at the bar, which probably, bro, I woke up so hungover on the first day, the first night.
All inclusive would do that to you.
Bro, no. I'm at the restaurant breakfast. I'm talking about sweating so bad. They kept bringing me napkins because I was just wiping myself down. And it was wet. And I told her, I said, yo, I think I'm about to pass out. I'm going to go to the room. I will come find you. And I passed out. And then probably 2 hours later, I woke up, had me a Red Bull, got the electrolytes in me too. Bro, I was a new man. I was back out there. And I was like, I'm never letting that do that again. But it was cool. Everybody was super nice. as they should be. So I encourage everybody, go on a vacation, man. Plan it out. Mike liked getting stamps. The only problem we had, it was a Spirit flight as soon as we landed.
Hey, man, I get tired of Spirit flights at the airport, but they pilots evidently fly faster than everybody else.
Bruh.
Because Spirit will get there before you get there.
They will leave after you and get there before you. They need to start calling Spirit like Bonnet Air. It was so many damn bonnets getting off of that. And we do, as a community, have to start talking about etiquette in the airport, in dress. It was bonnets in an American airline lounge. And I said, I text you, I'm like, they blowing the spot up.
Yeah. But again, to your point, we have to have some form of etiquette. And I'm not one of these, I don't want to be around black people type black people. I prefer being around my people.
Yes.
But we do have to, there has to be some form of etiquette. And I'm not one of these people that's like, show up to the airport in a suit. Like, no, I show up in the airport because I need to be comfortable because I'm going to be sitting down forever. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be moving around. So yeah, I might show up in a pair, of joggers and a t-shirt, right? And I think that's fine, right? But it's like, don't make it a ripped t-shirt. Don't have joggers hanging off your butt. Like, have some etiquette when you going out in public, man.
It was a brother on our plane and his whole ass was out. And I'm like, bro, pull your pants up. Now, and he was looking at everybody. His girl had a BBL. That thing was huge. It was nice. And he was blocking to make sure nobody could see that thing. I was like, bro,
that defeats the point of getting the BBL, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Yeah, like the whole point of getting the BBL, like, I mean, I don't know because men can't get BBL. Well, we can't get our abs.
Got one.
We get our abs.
Kanye got one.
Like
BBL.
He got his abs,
ass,
his actual butt.
Yes, you ain't got to say it like that.
I didn't know that. I did not know men were getting BBLs.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, I know they was getting our abs done.
Yeah, Drake did that.
Yeah, so that which is weird. Well, it's not weird, but it's weird to promote it.
Yes,
if you're not working out the rest of your body.
Especially when you just got out of beef and they were clowning you for supposedly getting them done.
Yeah, so I am not mad at any plastic surgery. I think what was the comedian Benny somebody, and he was telling everybody who got the hair transplants.
Oh yeah.
Online.
I ain't mad at that either.
I ain't mad at that. So I'm not mad at cosmetic surgery, but the whole point of cosmetic surgery I thought was for people to see the cosmetic surgery. Yeah,
but like for him, going back to the wardrobe, I'm like, bro, pull your pants up. You looking crazy. But when I was in the airport lounge and it's 7 a.m. and it's not even 7, it's like 6:30 something. And you noticing like, all right, why you got the bonnet on? And then it was like, it was a mom and she had like her 3 daughters and all of them got their bonnets on. I'm just like, yo, they about to raise the rates in the eligibility and the criteria.
Oh, they've already been cracking down on lounges everywhere.
Yeah.
Like all of, like even my card was like, hey, yours is going to be more expensive next year. And I think I can have a guest, but I think beyond my first guest, it's like $75 per person.
Yeah, no, you can have 2 guests right now.
Okay.
They're probably about to dumb it down to 1.
Yeah. So a lot of them are doing it. Now, to be fair, y'all are killing the freaking lounges.
Yeah.
Like when you go in the lounge and there's no seating here, like, come on, man. Like,
it is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But back to the Spirit Airlines.
I hate it.
Evidently, y'all have great pilots.
Yes.
And I hate when I land and I look out my window and I see that yellow plane over there, because I know y'all are about to hang up customs for the next hour and a half for no other reason, because you don't have your return ticket. Like, here's the thing. You have all the information because you have to have it to get there, but you don't have it out and ready.
They don't.
And you do that times 200 times, you have just added an extra hour to check in, and I hate it.
It was 2 girls in front, behind me. Because I ran past them. I told Corinne, I said, we got to go. Like, we got to go. Bonnet Airline is here. We got to get out. Like, this is disgusting. And these 2 girls, they young. Clearly, they dating. They holding hands in the line. Whatever. Y'all gonna... Never mind. So every country ain't as progressive as we are, and we behind. Let me put it like that. So y'all...
It's real stuff.
It's real stuff. Y'all be thinking that we crazy here in America.
Yeah, real stuff.
Some
Most
countries... They ain't going for that sexuality stuff. They ain't going for no interracial stuff. It's a place. And Cancun is worse because Cancun is a place where this is everybody's first trip out the country. And these girls, they holding up the line. They ain't even moving in line.
Was that my first place? It had to be in my top 3 though. For sure. You're right. That is like your beginner's trip Cancun. Outside of the country. Mine was the Bahamas. That's why I went for the first time out of the country.
And these girls go, girl, I can't believe we made it to Mexico. I'm like, yeah, y'all knew we got to get through this line. And then, of course, I told Mike this already. These girls get up there. They go through the Cancun has stepped up. They making too much money. They don't even. It was no line to go through to go to speak to an agent. So you just do the digital thing, right?
Yeah.
And so they go up to the dude and they like, yo, can we please get a stamp? And he told them, he said, this ain't no souvenir. Keep it moving. And they look hurt. And I'm just there like, bruh, like I can't no more.
That first passport stamp though, you kind of want it.
You do want,
kind of want the first one.
But I'm like, yo, man, Spirit.
But here's the thing though, like once you do start like moving around a little bit, you do be like, oh, do I have enough pages? Like you be, I be turning to the page, like, hey man, hey, fill this one out. Don't go get a new page.
Yeah.
Because other countries hate that.
Yeah, they
I don't
do.
know why. They be like, yo, I need an empty page. Like for what, bro? Just stamp it on the other page.
Yeah, just stamp it. They like, nah.
They be like, nah, I need an empty page.
So if you go to a Coldplay concert, you probably need to prepare that they're gonna be putting y'all on screens now.
Yeah.
And before I go on this trip, you know, I wake up. The CEO of Astronomer,
Astronomer, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was at Coldplay and he brung his work wife there. And we gonna have a conversation about work wives. And he hugged up with his work wife, and Coldplay just put them on the screen. And he ducked. She turned her back.
Yeah.
And that made everybody who was recording the screen at that time say, "Hold on, what happened?"
The lights were too bright. That's what happened. Can you withstand that moment if you're cheating? Right? Like when they put that big camera on you and you're on the Jumbotron, you know at least 20,000 people gonna know that you with somebody that. Do you have the balls to be like, I'm gonna stay hugged up this whole?
No. I know what I'm gonna do.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not taking my side chick on side quests.
Yeah, it's certain places you can't cheat at.
Why are you guys taking the woman you're cheating with?
Because these niggas love their work wife.
Like you can't take them public places. There's a reason why the term honeycomb hideout exists.
Never heard of that.
Never heard of honeycomb hideout? That might be my generation.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah. Honeycomb hideout is like there's places where you have in the city that you can kind of just take your girl to, so y'all could be out, but y'all aren't seen.
Are you? Is that me or you?
That's me.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, what's going on?
How loud was that? I have my thing on. I have it on silent.
Can you? All right. Is concerts now being taken out to places where you can't?
I don't think you should ever took your side piece to a. The whole point of having a side person, we're not condoning this, right? We're just discussing the current state of the environment.
But y'all let that clip keep doing its number.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, why was it going off last week?
Because of this dude. I'm telling you, anytime this happened, that clip is going to keep going. Like y'all, all right, let me put it in perspective for y'all. We got like 200 new followers on Instagram because this clip is going off. And finally I just text Mike, I'm like, I think this CEO thing is making this happen. But so you said no to concerts.
No to anywhere public.
Oh.
No, you do not take your side woman.
What if I love her?
That's fine. Not in public. That's the whole point of her being and here's the thing, she's perfectly okay with this. When you start taking her out, because women are never going to tell you no, because horny women are worse than horny men.
Absolutely.
So she's never going to say no to anything, right? So if you keep upping the ante, it's just going to keep making her more interested in ridiculousness.
So much so that she brings her friend to the concert.
She brings her friend to the concert with her side dude.
We're going to get to the friend in a little bit.
Yeah, so no, you do not, like, bruh, like the best case you have is y'all can fly on the same plane out of the country. Right. But you can't even be seen then. Right. Because I can't tell you how many times I've been at an airport out of the country and saw somebody I know for sure. Because you're all going back to the same place.
Yeah.
So you got the same connections.
Yeah.
So no. So it's like you can be on the same plane. But I thought the whole point of cheating was so y'all see each other in public and act like y'all don't know each other.
Yeah.
And then you get together afterwards.
Yeah, but I can't believe y'all really be into y'all work wives like this. Like you can't. Also, your work wife cannot be your side piece. That's a new rule.
I thought, because the whole point of having the work wife it's like it's for fun.
Yeah, it's for fun.
It's flirty. It's not meant to be for real.
Yeah, I only had one work wife, And I ain't talking about my real wife who I met at work. She was never my work wife. That was the funny part.
Yeah, because the people you actually like, you act like you don't know each other.
Absolutely. We had to, just in case. And we're going to talk about that. My God, so much to unpack. And I remember one time I tried to hit on my work wife outside, and she kind of like, it didn't work. And then I realized like, oh, I don't like you really.
Yeah.
Like, you're annoying. Like, nobody want to talk to you or date you.
It's entertaining yourself during the day.
And now I don't have a work wife because I don't got employees or coworkers.
Y'all are messing up, man. Y'all messing up. Lights definitely was too bright on them. I don't understand. I have no clue why this dude thought it was cool to be hugged up
with the head of HR. Now you out of a job
that you probably promoted into that position through nepotism.
Oh, absolutely.
So
or coochietism.
I was trying to keep it professional.
She put that Whopper Jr. on that man and got that promotion. Now look. So was it right for the company he resigned?
Did he resign?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he should have stood on it. This is the environment to stand on it.
Yeah.
With this administration,
yeah,
this is the environment that you stand on it. He should have stood on it.
Yeah, but the company had to let him resign. I'm telling y'all, that man got fired. Yeah. Do she lose her job?
No, because then that becomes a liability because he's at a higher position than her.
Yeah.
She's. Here's the thing. They're not going to fire her. What they're going to do is just basically get rid of her role, and then they're going to call it something else. So technically, she won't be fired.
That's true. Because this is crazy. This is why I don't know if this dude, maybe this dude did not see the Diddy trial. Maybe this dude did not see what happened at Fox.
Bro, I don't think he's a billionaire yet, but I think he founded that company, and it's been valued, because I don't even think it's publicly traded yet. I think it's been valued at $1 billion or a couple of billion. So he's going to be super freaking rich when the company goes public. I don't think he cares, right? And that's why I like him resigning. I'm like, bro, you took your side chick to a concert. You don't care. Stand on it.
Yeah,
just be like, yo, if my wife, honey, if you're gonna leave, leave. If you're not gonna leave, stay. We ain't gonna talk about it.
So she changed her name on Facebook. I'm here to let everybody know. The only reason why that woman changed her name because she did not want y'all finding her, DMing her, and commenting on every post she makes in life. Because y'all were mean. Yes, I had to tell people that on the plane. Mean. I was telling somebody that on the plane. Well, excuse me. I was on Twitter. I told y'all had an hour out of me on the plane where I was just commenting on everything. And I was telling somebody, I'm like, yo, women are going to be mean to this lady. And they're going to make sure she's single. Because they're going to make sure of that. They're going to make sure this lady leave her husband and she's going to walk away with them kids. And they're going to justify, well, you got paid and you don't deserve this.
Well, and mind you, no one's really talking about the head of HR. And we keep saying head of HR. That's sounded kind of different from a director of HR. So head of HR is pretty much a de facto VP. Like you're pretty much reporting directly to the directly to the CEO, right?
Reporting that coochie.
So, but my understanding is that she also is married, and no one's really looking out. No one's really saying, "Dang, we feel bad for him."
Nah, we don't care about men.
Exactly. That was my point. That was my point. You jumped to the end.
Yeah. Like, but she gon' all right. Who leaves? The wife? So who leaves the person that cheated? The CEO wife leaves him, or the husband leaves the VP?
I don't think either leave.
Really?
I really don't. I think the wife is mad right now, but if she leaves, she's not going to get what she'd get if she leaves 10 years from now.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So like, why would she leave now? Right? So I don't think she leave. I think she's pissed. Right?
Yeah.
She'll get a lick back. But y'all do that even when men don't cheat. So I mean, what's that? And I think the guy that's married to the head of HR, I think
it's gonna be interesting.
I think men, I say this all the time, men are way more forgiving of women cheating than men let on.
Absolutely.
So I don't think he leaves either because, two, she's probably about to get a check.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think either leaves. If the money was screwed up, people would be gone.
Yeah.
But the money's still unscrewed. So I don't think either leaves. If I'm being honest, I don't.
Yeah, I am interested to see. You say he founded this company?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the founder of it. Yeah.
Because I was wondering, I'm like, do he get another job after this?
No, I mean, because he probably kept everything that he has, anyway. So, and again, this administration would have been the time to actually stand on it. But two, like, bro, I think when you're taking if both of y'all are married and y'all at a concert hugged up and there's people here that know y'all at the concert, because you're in a suite. So there's not just the 4 of y'all in the suite or the 3 of y'all in the suite. It's a lot of y'all in the suite. So I think if everybody's in the suite and y'all are that hugged up, look, this might be to your early point. This might be a real swinging situation.
Could be.
Yeah, right. And it's public, and they didn't mean for it to be public.
Maybe. Wife swap.
Yeah, it could be some really freaky stuff.
It could be.
And I'm not going to kick shame.
Oh, I love doing that.
Yeah, I'm not going to kick shame.
Only on P. I keep telling y'all that.
Man, you say that, but all the pretty Instagram girls are into it. Every last one of them.
I know they in Dubai.
And so you keep saying, it's like, yo, like women like it, bro.
I know. I've been told. They have told me. Y'all keep telling me y'all. Never mind,
women like it.
I had a girl literally tell me. Oh, never mind. She listened to this pod. Joe Budden got $20 million.
He got more than that. He got more than that, y'all. He's not going to confirm it. That's what I love about Joe.
Joe Budden is come out. So what happened was a month ago, it was $900,000.
Yeah.
That he was getting off of Patreon alone. And, the internet did some reverse switching, lifted everything, got the information. Now we know he was making that. And I laugh because as an avid listener of the Joe Budden podcast, the joke was, yo, that's a low month. Because we know how many people get on. And so the number, whatever. And so he was like, it was a low month. But I ain't say nothing. It just whatever. He did say last week that the New York Times was writing an article on him. And he was talking about that. And so it came out that he's supposed to go over $20 million this year. I think a lot of people, though, were shocked that he said staff, employees, and everything is like 1.5.
I thought it was 3. It was just 1 point.
It says over 1.5.
Over, okay.
And
I might have been one of the groups and they was just like over. That might be that. Okay, but either way, 1.5 to 3 is pretty
good.
Pretty low.
It's pretty low. But it got me thinking, like, I saw that and that shit just made me be like, all right, we got to work harder. That's what I got from it.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, Gav about to be on my ass this goddamn week. Like, I'm glad he on vacation. Like, I do not have bandwidth for him right now.
I was like, we got to work hard. I was like, and which is why I want to get a meeting of the minds with people to figure out, like, who do you know? This made me say, like, yo, when everybody's in a room, how can you grow as a brand, as a person, as a man? Just how do you do that? Versus, it was a lot of hate. Mandy out there hating.
Shut up. What did Mandy say? Wait. Before we answer that question, didn't he put them on?
He did. Mandy wants Melissa for a spot very bad.
Here's the thing. Melissa actually fits. And I didn't know if she would fit when they first added her on.
Yeah.
I was just like, why you add Melissa for it? She actually fits because when there's time that she shouldn't say anything, for the most part, she doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
And when they need a woman's point of view, I like that Melissa speaks because Melissa Ford doesn't let on that she knows the world as much as she knows the world, right?
Yeah.
So when I listen to Melissa, I could tell what she's holding back because I'm like, oh, she no.
Oh yeah,
she's trying to pretend that she don't know this person.
This was thing. It made me realize that everybody on that pod serves a purpose, and everybody uses their expertise to push the pod forward. And Joe, that is great for Joe.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's Ish with real estate. I remember when Joe was looking for a new pod studio, Ish was like, I know places, I know people you want to speak to. You can go here. This is overvalued, stuff like that. There's no podcast that sounds better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's Park. He's an engineer. He's working on Grammy albums. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he's the engineer for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have that. And Melissa, one of the great things you have to give about Melissa is she's probably the second, now she's third maybe, but like second, before Mark got there, second most famous person on there.
Yeah.
And she has the longest, out of everybody, she has the longest entertainment career out of everybody.
Hell, she probably, real talk, Melissa Ford is probably still more famous than Mark.
Yeah, maybe.
Like Mark, I think part of Mark's ascension into, the other side of black culture is being on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah. And so like, is that, so everybody serves a purpose. So, and it's like one of those things where I look at it and say, all right, speaking for us is like, we're going to get to that point of saying like, all right, what is your expertise? How does that push? And I want other people in the room with us with that too. Like, hey, what does that could be? Because Joe Budden's still using his music manager. You know what I'm saying? And that manager, not trying to be funny, he's Jewish. And Joe says it all the time. Yeah. Joe says it on his pod.
Yeah.
Yo, he gets me in rooms I can't get in.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do need that person's like, all right, who gonna get me down sitting down at Spotify? Like the heads there and the people. I did love that Joe's turned down a 44 2-year deal with Spotify.
Yeah, well, that kind of told us though that at that point in time he was moving into that income realm.
Yeah, well, you saw the car he got.
Yeah, so we kind of knew that then, and again, I'm not surprised he's making this kind of money because again, Ferrari takes who can buy a Ferrari from them very seriously.
Absolutely.
So the moment he said he could do that, I was like, oh, he paid for real. Like he's real paid.
Yeah. Once I saw the marina in the background of your pod studio, I knew what time it was. And he said it a couple of pods ago. He was like, "Yo, our lease was up, so I bought the place." Like that's something right there. Let me tell you, when he told me I was broke, he said, if niggas can rent your podcast studio, you don't make enough money for your pod. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm about to go find this nigga.
Hey, I'm proud of him though. Like going from the music business where everyone gets royally screwed, and then moving over into pod and seeing his ascension, man, bro, I ain't got nothing but big ups for the guy.
He has a billboard in Times Square and it says, own your shit. And that made me right there. That told me enough for me and you. Like, we gonna own this. Like, cause something. You think about the streamers, right? Like, they don't own their content. I know we like to see it. And they making money, but these partnerships, they can pull their stuff down. They can say, "Yo, you can't do this." Like, it's tough when you want to. Like, it was interesting. He said with the deal, whoever offered him the 2-year, $44 million deal, it wasn't Spotify. He wouldn't say who it was. But one of the parts of that deal was you can't put stuff on YouTube no more. And it's certain times when you as a man, you do got to say, yo, and I'm not for people who say, hey, I'm partnering with somebody. But some of y'all, they keep putting the word in there. And, perpetuity. And y'all just don't know how to Google what that means. And so you sign in deals and then you don't own your material anymore or your thing. That's why Mandy, Joe said it on his pod. He's like, Mandy, y'all went to court. I was supposed to be there at court with y'all because we supposed to split that thing down 3 ways.
Yeah.
Because he was like, and he made the joke. Perpetuity was in your contract, but I'm gonna let y'all rock because it was only 30 grand, whatever they was gonna split. Yeah. He's like, y'all can have it. It's fine. But it's just interesting. You know what I'm saying? Now I see why Joe be at the strip club all the time.
Yeah, he definitely big ups to him though, man.
Absolutely.
I'm a positive pocket watcher. I like when I see people come up and get their millions off
and let you know what's out there. People got somebody else got their millions off too. Shannon Sharp, the deal is done. She quitting OnlyFans, and I think you might get your job back.
To our ESPN?
Yeah, I think you might get your job back.
Here's the thing, man. The lesson from this is
don't pipe the 18-year-old at the gym. Or 19.
The OnlyFans girl. Like, don't pipe that OnlyFans girl. That's the lesson here. But no one really said that it was settled. It just said that she didn't show up to court. So
no, in her step, I think Tony Busby made a statement. He said they reached a settlement. We don't know how much it is. I mean, she asked him for 50. I'm thinking she definitely got 7 figures.
Yeah, maybe. She probably got 7 or 8.
7 or 8 figures, yeah. I'm
no, not 7 or 8 figures. I'm guessing because didn't they say he offered her like 10 in the beginning?
Yeah, but how much money you think she got?
I don't know. I don't know. How much does it take to retire on OnlyFans? The average one makes like $500 a month anyway. So yeah. How much does it? So he definitely look. He paid it out.
I'm thinking she got at least 7 million.
Yeah. Tony probably definitely wanted to get a couple out of that.
Oh, he taking his 30%.
But big up for Shannon being able to come back from the brink.
Let's hope. I hope he can come back to ESPN because ESPN is trash.
I would only hire high-end escorts from this way.
That's what he thought he was doing.
No, OnlyFans girls are not escorts.
They are diet sex workers.
You got to hire professionals, pros.
Absolutely.
At your level, Shannon, making 8 figures easily. Yeah, like, yo, if you tricked off $2 million a year, not tricked off, because y'all hear the wrong thing when I say that. If you invest $2 million a year,
invest is funny.
Yeah. In professional top tier sex workers,
yes,
you won't have to experience that, and it will be cheaper than whatever you just because she was already saying she wanted $50,000 a cheek just for you to kiss them. Like y'all be spending too much on the wrong thing.
Yeah, and she saw a lick. She saw the 50-year-old horny man who probably got some stuff he wanted to get off. He grew up. We know he grew up at. You know what I'm saying? So she probably was like, whatever.
I'm not gonna be the 50-year-old lick.
I swear, if you bring a 19-year-old up in here,
I'm gonna be a trick. I mean, I'm not gonna be a lick.
You can't be a lick.
No, I'm not gonna be a lick. I'll be a trick though. I'm not gonna be a lick. If we get to that point, I'm hiring pros. If
Absolutely.
I don't meet a woman between now and before the pod takes off, everything is a pro.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything's
I wouldn't
a pro.
allow nothing other.
Yeah, everything's gonna be a pro.
I swear, you came in here with a 19-year-old. This bat, I'm just gonna crack you one time. I'm calling all reinforcements.
19 would be below where I would definitely go. A 20-something I would have no problem with, and I know y'all hate that, but I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that Tyler isn't gorgeous. Y'all can pretend she isn't.
She fine, but she annoying.
Probably.
Ain't no problem.
Probably. Like, so I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and just be like, no, give me Halle Berry over Tyler. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna lie like that.
I'm gonna find you a solid 32-year-old.
I'll roll with 32. Bro, I'll roll with 42. The last two women I dated were 40 and 42.
I don't know why you did that.
They were, me either. Disasters. Disasters.
I wouldn't advise that.
Disasters.
You know, this is y'all gotta stop being so horny, whether it's in the group chat, when you texting her, like Shannon was giving her the evidence. And it's a tough place.
If I'm paying for sex, like if I'm paying you for sex, I don't really want to text you.
Yeah. That's the other thing. So I didn't get that part. And then also, I see a lot of y'all trying to kick this girl's back in, be like, oh, you know, her statement said they had a consensual relationship. Yeah, if I'm in the payoff, you're gonna also what comes with that is a statement, so I can go get the job back, so I can pay you this annually over the next 10 years. So I can just give you $1 million every year, and so that's how you get your 10 or your 7 or whatever, or your 5, whatever it was. And if she taking a payment like that, like $1 million a year, she definitely got over 10. But I don't know. I got to figure this out. How much? What did this Hunter Biden thing we gonna pay?
You know what? Don't even play it. Like, do you have the notes there with everything that he said? The only thing I want to say is that a sober Hunter Biden is actually pretty interesting.
He is,
and
he's talking about the drug war. And
I agree. Coke. I agree with him on the Democrats being feckless. What I did want the guy to ask Hunter that he did not ask him was, hey, did your dad just go online and post that he wanted Kamala to be president without running it past anybody?
Yeah,
that part they left out. But the only reason I put Hunter Biden, like I said, we don't have to play through it. But it's two things that I wanted to point out. One was the way that Hunter being sober and being able to sit and talk about basically being a crackhead, and we still look at him as that he's human. That grace was not extended to Black Americans in the 80s and 90s.
Facts.
Like, we treated Black Americans, every Black American we treated as that was on crack. We treated them like Pookie from New Jack City. That's how we saw them, right? Marion Barry got smoked, probably was smoking crack the same way that Hunter was smoking crack, right? Yeah. And he could never recover. One of the most politically astute Black people that we've ever had in this country, right? Gets caught on the VHS camera. We can't even really tell what he's smoking, right?
Yeah.
And he can never recover from it, right? He should have just said it was weed.
Yeah.
And I mean, during that time, he probably still would get kicked out, but we look at him differently. So the only thing I really want to point out from that Hunter Biden situation is how he is seen as, he's still seen as human.
Absolutely.
Despite being a crackhead, a self-admitted crackhead.
Well, he couldn't not admit it. We saw it, watched it.
Well, yeah, we definitely watched it,
and that wasn't on no grainy VHS.
Yeah, but I can actually see him probably becoming crazy enough, right? Following his father's footsteps and becoming a House Rep, United States Senator, and we just push all this away.
Oh yeah,
whereas that grace really isn't extended to Black Americans, man.
It's not. It's sad because when I saw it, he's talking about how you get addicted on crack, and it's just like, dang, this is a tough conversation, but you're doing it in 4K cameras. It looked good. He sound good.
Yeah, he looks healthy. Yeah.
And it's like, all right.
And the dude I had no idea he went to Yale Law.
Yeah, you got to. Your last name Budden.
That is ridiculous. And bro, you a crackhead?
Yeah, bro.
Insane, man. Insane, the benefits and opportunities and second chances and safety nets that some MFers have, and then have the audacity to look down on other people, man.
Absolutely. The Obamas have been over talking. I don't know what happened to the Obamas like podcast deals from back in the day where they got paid and then that lady got fired from Spotify. I hope y'all do know that. The lady who gave out all them Spotify deals and none of them people ever recorded a podcast, she got fired.
Yeah, she would have to get fired because they dropped some guap.
Yeah, it was like 20 million they shelled out.
Yeah.
And she didn't pay nobody get it. It was more than 20 million. It might have been like 100 million.
Yeah.
The Kardashians, the Obamas supposed to do it. Meghan,
Harry. Yeah.
And nobody did a podcast, not one episode. But the Obamas been talking. Which quote we gonna do first? Which one you want to do first?
You know what? Let's play what he's talking about as professor because I want to discuss that.
Hold on, the professor. Hold on. Let me see.
Well, he was like that was his mentor.
Oh, he says nothing. Talking about the gay thing?
They done pulled it down. No, the Obama lawyers are on it.
What was it when you said you got? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know. Hold on, let me pull that video. It's the internet is forever. I don't know what y'all think. Obama, you can play that if you want to.
That's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
Yeah,
one dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be
like,
everything.
He can't be everything. And that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
One of the most valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college.
Can you pause it? Mm-hmm. All right. I already got issues. I had issues from the beginning. Now,
Okay.
let me be totally transparent.
Uh-oh.
I've had issues with Obama since his first term. Okay. So some of this is going to be I'm not biased. I am biased against him. Right.
Okay.
I don't dislike him. I think he's an impressive man. Right. But I want to be clear because I don't want y'all in the comment section. You just don't like Obama. I've had political differences with Obama from the beginning. Right. But I have supported him. His professor here, sexuality is irrelevant.
Okay.
It's irrelevant.
I gotta see where he going with it though.
Right. So I wanted to point that out because I have problems with what he said, but I wanted to pause it right here because I don't want anybody to think you don't like what he said because it's a gay professor. No, the guy's sexual orientation is irrelevant to this conversation. All right, continue.
All right. My damn sticky ass thumb. Sorry. Ashley, this damn body.
At a time when
I'll tell you later.
openly gay folks still weren't out of line. Who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that to show empathy and kindness. And by the way, you need that person in your friend group so that if you then have a boy who's gay or non-binary or what have you, they have somebody that they can go, okay, I'm not alone in this.
You know, honest.
All right.
I'll go ahead and hop into it. Problems that I have with what Obama said.
Oh,
right?
you got a list.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I got a list. All right. He spoke about what boys need, right?
Yes.
And he starts in the list. He starts and he says, dad may not be enough, right? And these are things that boys need, right? All right. I have a problem with a man that was raised without his father, that was raised by an Anglo-American mother,
Okay.
that does not have sons, right? Being able to speak to what he believes others need when that could just be a father wound for him, right?
Okay.
And I'm not saying that boys can't have other mentors, right? But I'm saying his affection towards someone else comes from a lack of what he did not have at home.
What if he worked out on his trauma?
He could have because I think everybody should, right? But I don't think everybody has trauma.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that deal with trauma be like, oh, everybody is dealing with this, and it's
Absolutely.
like no. Some people actually just lucked up in life.
So what if well, clearly this is coming from a place of trauma or potential past trauma.
Could be, but he's mentioning it as if, well, no, this is what boys need, Michelle.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't mad at that, but go ahead, keep going.
No. But I'm telling you, I'm mad at it.
Yeah, I know. And I guess the only reason why I'm not mad at it because we grew up in a church where if somebody else's dad, your dad could tell me, I was telling my wife this.
Yeah.
I said, we grew up in a church where if we was at church and your dad told me to sit here and don't move, I sat there and didn't move.
Yeah.
And that's a respect for my father, but that's a respect for your father as well. Also, I grew up in a church, in a space that I remember one time I was saying something to my dad. My dad was like, go ask this man. He'll tell you. And then I would have conversations. So I understand the mentorship. And maybe I'm shooting Obama some bail here. Obama, I rock with you, dog. You do some goofy stuff, but I rock with you. But maybe that's where he's getting with it. And like you said, mentorships, yeah.
But when you speak of others, I need you to speak from, hey, this is what I dealt with, right? Mm-hmm. Because if people don't understand where you're coming from, right? If someone just listened to Obama and they're just like, and they have an excellent father, right? Yeah. And their father have great brothers and they have a great grandfather, right? Mm-hmm. And those are his mentors that he have in his life, right? And then he's listening to this. There is going to be a bit of confusion, right? Whereas Obama just needs to say, like, hey, I didn't have access to black males to kind of, walk into what it means to be me cosplaying as an African American in this country. Because he's not an African American, he's not a black American. He's a Kenyan American that was born here.
What a gunshot at? It's one of these things. Hold on, ain't that one either. Oh, there you go. Sorry, it was a little delayed, y'all. I had to find it. Yeah. All right, what's next on your list? You ain't like?
Well, the second part we did not play it, and because I had to go back and listen to a lot of this convo. To your point, you're talking too much. Y'all leave us with this aura of y'all being amazing people. Yeah. Because the more y'all talk, the more we're starting to realize, like, okay, this is why I really didn't like you. She was discussing her father. Okay. And she was saying that her father worked all day. He would come home and basically wouldn't help around the house or whatever. And she was just like, that's not something that she I don't know. I don't want to misquote her, right? So I'm going to just paraphrase it. It's not something that she want to see a man to do, right? And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, doesn't Michelle Obama dad have multiple sclerosis?
He do.
Like, this man work a 12-hour shift with multiple sclerosis, and
maybe it developed over time. I don't know.
I working 12 hours a day probably would make it become a little more aggressive when you're taking care of your families and trying to send your kids to private schools. Like the lack of grace that is given to good black men. Our community has to fix this, bro.
Yeah, we got to, but then like. Bro, all right, let's do two things. I'm about to wrap two things up in here. So the whole conversation, and I don't like the clickbait titles that they're trying to say Obama said.
Yeah, the clickbait was bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't really want to talk about that.
Yeah, well, that's the funniest part about all this. But the clickbait was, Obama said many gay friends.
Or gay mentors or whatever.
It was like something like that. And I hate that our community is going to run there because this is going to cause a divide that's not even necessary.
Exactly.
I do think some of y'all need to be cool with somebody gay. I do. Also, Obama came up during an era. It's the era that I always say, y'all was racist back then, homophobic back then. Y'all know how I give it up on the age shaming. But I looked at that. I look at that and I look at that generation has so much trauma because they work men in the ground. Like,
they definitely work men into the ground.
They didn't see value. Yeah. And that's the sucky part is like we starting to see value now. We have a generation raising a generation where that, the generation before them did not value black men or hardworking black men or good black men, whatever that could look like. So it's tough seeing like Obama having these conversations just like, bruh, it was so much going on back then in those days. Like, cool. Like,
but even a lot of the complaints that we've had prior to this, and I don't think we've discussed it on the pod because we don't really try to bring family issues to the pod. But one of the things that and when I say family issues, I'm talking about black issues. We were saying like, it seems like Michelle doesn't like Barack, right?
Yeah.
And then when you see Barack have a conversation like this, you're like, I kind of see why she gets to get it off, right? I kind of see where she's coming from because she's having the ability to get it off. And one of the things that I try to do on this pod is make sure that my brothers understand, like, bro, they don't have to value you, but you could definitely value yourself and create a standard to whereas you're molded away from anybody who's not going to value you. Like, you're too good at what you do. You're too good at how you take care of your families. You're too good at how you take care of your children. You've beat a lot of odds in a country that is against you for someone to just say, like one time we had to come in and she was like, so let me guess, y'all think y'all top third men? And we're like, what are you talking about? Like we're not in the middle and bottom third.
Oh, you was arguing with somebody on YouTube this weekend. I was crying.
Oh, gosh. What was that comment?
I don't know. But
it was around trauma. And I was just like, yo, everybody don't have trauma. Like, relax.
Yeah, I didn't like, she said that. So anyway, I can't remember the clip. If y'all go there, this lady was writing a paragraph to Mike. But Mike had told her not everybody is dealing with trauma. And she basically was like, nah, everybody. When she said there's good trauma, I said, oh gosh. Yo, sis is having her day out here. That I laughed for probably 10 minutes on the plane at that.
I was just like, oh my God, y'all are nuts out here. And okay, I'll say this to the fellas. Dad tip of the week. Stop letting this mentally insane, unwell stuff fly when y'all out here dating. Some people are mentally unscrewed, and you gotta cut them off quickly.
Yes, before they have you in court, before they take it. You know, it's funny. I forgot whatever the study was. It was like a hood study. It wasn't no real documented study, but it was like, it was a group of men actually discussing how much a bad woman would cost you, like how much money. And just to hear the men is like, yo, like a bad choice with a bad woman can, you know, it's a comma in there.
Yeah, it's a comma in there.
6 digits and a comma.
And a lot of our problems is because we've kind of been gaslit into thinking that a lot of toxic behaviors are normal. And it's like, yo, it's not normal. It is not normal if you got to check up on your girl cheating every 2 months, bro.
Absolutely.
It is not normal to have to go through her phone.
Random stat. They say 43% of Americans will leave their partner for $1 million. That's crazy.
I mean,
I'm not surprised.
Since half are going to leave regardless anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, 40%. I mean, it kind of tells us that love is still in there a little bit.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad number.
$1 million, but okay. So there's levels of partners, right?
Okay.
So I just met her 6 months.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm out. $1 million, I'm out.
Yeah, well, or let's do not even that. Let's do a year and a half because that's when they start getting on your nerves. Especially if you're married. You should be having sex for the first year. Like nonstop.
Yeah, I would say year and a half. Year and a half is kind of when I would start saying, okay, $1 million might not be enough. Because y'all know I'm a romantic. I'm a lover at heart.
Is that what the comments say? I gotta look at the comments. All right, y'all know what time it is. This is my favorite part of the show.
Like you ain't never hit it before.
You got our Cash App right quick so we can drop it right here?
Probably Black Dance Club.
Or whoever has that Cash App probably getting some money.
I'm pretty sure it's it. Let's look at it. I haven't used Cash App.
I want to welcome everybody to the church announcements. I'm Deacon Bo, and that is Pastor Mike Will.
Pastor Mike Will. Don't send it.
See?
Black Dance Club.
See?
We need to set one up for Black Dance Club.
Absolutely. Let's set that up before somebody over here just takes the name. But I want to welcome everybody. If you want to, you could sponsor the church announcements right here for a select amount of money. But
low cost.
Low cost and great reward.
This
but hold
woman
on.
is the only woman I've been inside of, and when I'm thirsty, I drink her.
Come on, Pastor John Gray. Why did they be? Hold on. He stuck out his tongue.
I stopped tasting things that didn't belong to me. This woman is.
He said he stopped tasting things that didn't belong to him.
Way to embarrass your wife. Way to embarrass your wife.
Is he saying he was messing around?
Clear. That's what I took from it.
I drink from her. Yeah. Way to tell everybody that your wife is a squirter.
It's so embarrassing. You telling about that, and it's like I grew up in an era where pastors act like I don't even think they like their wives. I definitely don't think their wives like them. And some of y'all just really just show no affection and no love to your spouse, and that was always weird to me.
Yeah, is he in church or is he like a convention?
He's in church. He's sitting down.
We're just lazy.
Well, no, some of these pastors are so overweight they can't stand.
which is lazy.
And so like you doing that, but I'm just like, what is John Gray doing? What is wrong with him?
I don't know. That was that is a weird clip. I would not embarrass my wife like that on stage.
Never.
I would not.
Never that. And then hold on. We gotta get to my other part. Gosh, is this it? Hold on, y'all. You can't embarrass your wife, talk him crazy, and then you can't do this either.
A lot of y'all gonna end up single and alone at the end of your life too. I know y'all out here saying that it's hard for women to get married. It's hard for some of y'all to get married too. Because the women that God has for you, you overlooking them. You keep shooting your shot at women that don't even want you because you ain't got everything you supposed to have together. I'm going to say it because y'all don't really understand. Y'all try to say women going to end up lonely. A lot of you men are going to die single and alone because you will not let God work on your heart. You won't level up. The type of women you want, you don't even have the emotional intelligence to deal with them, the relational intelligence. You don't have the integrity. You don't have the leadership, and you shooting for that woman. But y'all won't talk about the ones that you shot for and they let you down and they told you no thank you. Y'all not ready to talk about the women that told you no thank you because you wasn't on her level. It's a woman that you shot for, sir. And when she denied you and shot you down, now you mad at all the other women and trying to dog them and give them self-esteem issues. I see y'all out there on the internet streets dogging women. This why y'all don't never get married. Y'all gonna be single forever. Sir, so are you. Sir, so are you. With that stubborn, prideful mentality.
All right, I'm done with the Christian counselor.
Yeah, that's not a good counselor. Hey, I will say this though. I also do not like men always having to like bash women.
Well, they incels, so
yeah. I mean, it's that red pill like thing that just goes on. So I mean, I get on it with fellas I know. I'm like, bro, like you don't have to. It doesn't matter what a woman does, right? You can still be who you are. So to her point, I get what she's saying there. But for the rest though, no. For one, women do not like dating dudes that are their equals.
Yeah, that's fact. I don't know why we be running from
that. So, and two, like, yeah, I mean, a man is supposed to like shoot a shot and get shot down. That's part of dating. I know women hate rejection, and I know y'all raised a lot of men that also now can't take rejection. But part but part of being a guy is shooting your shot at a woman, and then her saying like,
you're cute. It's
fine. I'm
I'm
not interested, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing embarrassing about that because the woman is going to say yes is going to like, she ain't going to say yes and you didn't ask her. Yeah. So you got to shoot your shot.
That's true.
You got to shoot your shot. So I hate the narrative that, one, women want to date their equals, right? Because what she's telling guys to do is like, hey, stop trying to go out here and grab the 8, 9s, and 10s and grab these, little 4, 5s and then fix their trauma. And I think, one of the things I will say that men do that we need to stop doing is taking in women that have not women that have trauma. I ain't even gotta tell you that women that have fixed their trauma, just in general.
Yeah.
If she's had trauma, like there's no reason to date her seriously. And I know a lot of y'all are going to hate that, but men, what y'all used to say this all the time, we're not trauma centers. Fellas, also, you're not trauma centers. We're not equipped to fix some of this stuff.
To you pastors out there, you Christian counselors, using God to tell men to date down is crazy. That is
insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is insane.
Like that is crazy. And then to turn around and bash, and I don't even want to talk to the Christian counselor. To the dude who sat beside her and let that shit go. And I don't know who you are. That's actually embarrassing.
It's a panda bear.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, I hope whoever that was for, I hope she recognized you and give you some. Because a lot of y'all be doing this with no reward.
They never do it because women hate men that are not masculine.
Absolutely.
They just do. Women will date men that let them do what they want to do, but deep down, bro, or the first opportunity they get to get off of that ride, they off of it. And then y'all mad, and then y'all are doing what she's saying. You bashing women because you sat here and pandered And now that she no longer wants you and she's with a guy that's making her do things and telling her to do things and she's happily doing them. And then you look over there and you're just like, what about me? She never did that for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So like, no, y'all panda bears need to chill. Christian counselors also.
Y'all gotta relax.
First off, men naturally date down. It's what men do because women don't want to date men that they don't look up to.
Facts. Shout out to the girl who said she got a Christian BBL.
What is a Christian BBL?
She got a BBL in the shape that's pleasing to God. That's literally what she said.
Shut up.
I'm dead serious.
What is? Never mind.
I don't know.
Y'all gonna stop playing with.
Y'all gonna stop playing with God.
Yeah, y'all gonna stop playing. Just be like, if I throw God on it, it just makes everything okay.
I heard an amazing quote. It does not fit here, but I'm still gonna say it. And it was like, how many times do you want God to ignore your dumb decision making? And it was like, keep playing in different fields. And
here's the thing: historically, you should hate people misusing God because every genocide that has occurred in God's name.
Yeah.
Or a God's name or some God's name. So in general, stop playing with it.
Stop playing with it. There's a new app It's the T app.
Is it how new is this? I keep seeing it everywhere on Twitter.
Yeah, and on TikTok.
And on TikTok. I didn't go check out TikTok. Those are probably funny.
So y'all have to know because we too old to be on TikTok following this up. But apparently there's a new app. I hit my sister up to give us the T on the T app, but she ain't reported back yet.
Let's see where is that in the app store.
I know to get on the app, you have to prove that you're a woman. They have to verify you're a woman. Let's put it like that.
All right. What if you are identified as a woman?
As a woman? I don't know. I wonder that is a great question. Is it trans? I wonder. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
We need the LGBTQ plus community to hop on there real quick.
I can tell you women already don't. If you're trans, they tell you no.
Why? I've been said that women don't like that community. I don't know why y'all be playing.
I can already tell you. It is number one in the lifestyle apps. No freaking way.
The gays and women don't like each other. They just play because both of them.
It is above Pinterest.
Pinterest a dying app, but go ahead.
It is above all the dating apps right now.
Tinder?
Yeah, it's above Tinder. Damn. It is. Yeah, let's see here.
So the joke is with the T app is apparently you can hop on there and you can post anonymously about men. So with that being said,
top free apps. It is above Chat GPT right now.
Oh yeah, they ain't playing on there.
That is y'all women gotta chill, bro.
I'm not mad at the app, especially because if men wanted this app, they would do it.
I don't think men are ever that. For one, I don't think we really want to know a woman's past most of the time.
Absolutely,
because we like her.
Yeah.
Like, so we I don't need to know your past.
Yeah, and then also, if men created this app would be shut down real quick.
Oh, it would definitely because it would be misogynistic. But since women are creating it, it's about
women
safety.
Start suing.
Let's see here. Get the T on your date. Avoid dating red flag men. Anonymous dating advice. I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like the anonymous.
I don't like that. Set alerts for your man. Damn. So wait a minute.
Oh.
So if I'm dating a girl, she can download this and just throw my name in there.
And be like, yo, we dating the same guy.
And somebody can post something.
Yeah, I went out with him last night.
So even if it's not true.
Yes.
And it's just going to alert my girl and cause all sorts of problems in my house. See, when I read stuff like this, this is when women have to understand. When y'all complaining men are not approaching anymore, go here. Go to things like this, right? Go to the "Are we dating the same guy?" Facebook group. Like somebody told me I was in one of the groups. My best friend called me. She was like, "You know, you in here?" I was like, "What?" I was like, "I'm not even dating women locally. Like, how am I in there?"
Because man, somebody might have said something.
And and the thing was, I know it was somebody that knew me because they called me manipulative, controlling, and chauvinistic. And I was like, I can see how they got there. That's not really me, but.
I can see how they got there, but that ain't me. It's crazy.
I was like, yeah, that's somebody I know. And I only had dated like the 40 and the 42-year-old.
That's your first mistake.
I'm like, it's one of y'all two.
Yes, first mistake, 42.
Yeah.
And I don't even look. I don't believe. Never mind. I don't like the app because I was around in school when Juicy Campus was a thing, and dudes were on there.
The Juicy Campus,
and dudes was posting about girls in different schools. So if you don't know what Juicy Campus was, it was a message board, and you could go on there and you can make up a screen name. Basically, you could post about anything, and what it was used for was guys were talking about girls. and talking about who easy and who loose and or who's nice. And girls was on there doing the same thing, and then some of them was like, yo, this guy's a good guy, whatever.
Both are lame. I don't like it.
Well, no, here's the thing. When that happened, they got that site. I think the boy who created it got kicked out of school, and the site got pulled because it was basically like the logic was, hey, you're creating an environment for slander, and you know, something like that happened. Now, I don't like these apps because if y'all think for 1 second stuff is anonymous, I'm telling y'all it's not.
Hold on. Let me read a comment. Speaking of anonymous.
Oh, God.
Not a comment, a review.
Okay.
Finally, this is July 2nd, so this is just posted.
Yeah.
Finally, an app where men have to face the consequence for their actions. The epidemic of low character males can finally be fought. No, but for real, this app is so symbolic on so many levels. I was able to finally talk about the details of a traumatic experience. I'm not going to minimize this. With a certain man, and another girl had the same experience with him, but hers was worse. I am glad we were able to talk about it and both gain clarity. Best part was it all was anonymous. She has no idea who I am, and I have no idea who she is.
And see, y'all gonna start. Let me put it like this. When it happens to one of y'all sons, then you really gonna understand. I feel bad for women that's gonna be the level they understand, because we say this all the time. White women will fight for their sons. They will throw women under the bus for their sons.
Bruh.
They threw 2 elections.
Dude, DI threw that out. Affirmative action threw that. Like when it comes to their sons,
they don't care.
They play no games.
They play no games, and some of y'all gonna figure that out. I remember on my the neighborhood app, right? There was a girl who she went over to a black dude's house. She was a white girl. She went over his house, and she put him in the app because she said that he won't give her wallet back. And she said she couldn't find her wallet, and the dude won't let her come back to the apartment. Apparently, they met at a club. He took her home, decided against the night, and kicked her out. And she posted this man's LinkedIn headshot, and she was going in. And everybody in the comments was like, yo, what are you doing trying to destroy somebody's reputation just because he said, no, you can't stay. Y'all can't sleep together. He didn't want you at his house, and you can't find your wallet. You don't even know if he has it. And she really didn't understand, like, how severe that was, that you putting this man professional headshot all the way out in an app that really goes on by a triangulation of where he's at. And it was just crazy. But some of y'all gonna realize, like, when it's your son, you're gonna realize like how crazy some of these actions is. Also, I'll say this before we go to the next part. Y'all will keep each other single, and that's cool.
Well, I mean, and not only that, though, again, right? As a guy, what men are going to start doing is, hey, the first red flag, I'm out even faster. So you're really not going to have the opportunity. And the only thing that you're going to have left are going to be the guys who are really terrible, you know, in real life, right? It's like the ideal of, you know, like gun control, right? Like if you make guns illegal, do we think criminals are not going to be buying guns illegally? Yeah. Right? The criminals are going to have the guns, right? Who's not going to have the guns? People that's following the law. When you create apps like this, and I get what women are trying to say. I get what how women feel. But a lot of this, y'all, if we're being honest, it becomes hot gossip. Right? Yeah. It's not really the guys who are dangerous, right? It's the guys that, you know, might think of themselves as being a little too highly. You know, the guy that was like went out with you and just like, oh, you ain't really fit your profile pic. So yeah, I'm kind of good on this date right here, right?
I remember my boy drove past a girl on a blind date because she ain't looked at.
Yeah, and here's the thing, he'd end up on the T app, right?
Shout out to Jamal.
Yeah, you just threw him up on the. See, you doing what the T app do? Let's go to the next time, man.
I put names on my bullets and I say it. That's the only thing. I would like it if it was not anonymous and this thing was right there. Cool.
You know what? I could agree with that. If women had to put their real names there when they say something, I would agree. Because here's the thing: if you are a super abusive man in whatever way it is, right? I don't think verbal abuse belongs in the app, but let's say y'all do think it belongs in the app, right? if a guy is a yeller and a screamer, right, and you want to put that in the app, I think all of y'all that wants to, you know, and I'm using verbal abuse for a reason here. I think all of y'all that agree that he's a yeller and a screamer, right, should all have your names there, you know, to say, hey, I experienced this with this guy. The anonymous thing makes it yucky.
Absolutely. And it's a slippery slope, but y'all gonna see what happened. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, everything is getting tricky out there. You're better off with one woman.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't mad at that.
The WNBA pay us what we deserve. Or what we owe. What was the shirt?
Pay us what we owe, I think.
Yeah. Why they don't like Caitlyn?
Because she's a star. And it's a league full of people that's not like her, which being honest. But hey, I've never paid attention to the WNBA until Caitlyn got there like this, to be honest.
Yeah, me either.
But they have y'all been pushing Caitlyn around, and they don't want to got that big Anglo girl, and she is pushing y'all back, and y'all not running up on Caitlyn the way y'all was 2 weeks ago. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Absolutely.
Y'all not running up on her like that.
We got to do the protection. Yeah, I'm with the WNBA. Y'all deserve more than 9% of a revenue.
Yeah, of a revenue share,
which is crazy. I don't know who signed that CBA.
Someone that did not like them.
Yeah.
But so when I went back, I went back and actually researched to be like, all right, let me look into it. Because I read the shirts. I'm like, I mean, y'all don't turn a profit. And then when I went back and I read an article, I forget who wrote it, but it was like 3 years ago. And everything they said was valid. And the girls, ladies, my bad, y'all do deserve more than 9-11% of the revenue. It really should be 40% of the revenue.
Absolutely. And it's something crazy. It's something about that TV deal. That's why it's
here's the thing. The NBA basically owns the WNBA.
Okay.
So they can determine the value of anything. So it's like one of those, like, you know, the police department does something and they say, hey, we've investigated ourselves and we haven't found anything wrong. The NBA is low key sort of screwing over the WNBA. And I know all the guys are going to be like, look, you know, don't mess up the men's sport trying to elevate a woman's sport, which is terrible. Because WNBA basketball is still terrible. It's terrible basketball. But I do think that the young ladies do deserve more of a revenue share. And to this article point, right? Do it the way that y'all did the NBA during the 70s. I think even back then, the men's league took like 40% of whatever the total revenues was. So right now, it would basically like quadruple their salaries.
Yeah.
Do they deserve look, you deserve whatever somebody gonna pay you, but like, you know, do they deserve $2 million, $5 million your salaries? Do they deserve to look over at the ridiculous amount of money that Devin Booker received and say, hey, I should be getting paid Devin Booker money? You can argue about that. I'd say no.
Yeah.
Right. But the NBA with their latest TV deal, because the NBA is going to run into a problem with the men's sport because the men's sport is predominantly black males.
Yeah.
And nobody want to see black males making $1 million a game.
Well, LeBron about to leave, so they ain't finna be a 50-50 split anyway.
They
about to go back to 49.
So they need to expand the rosters, probably increase G League salaries, which they're not going to do because AAA baseball haven't increased salaries ever. You know, so but they do need to expand the league by 2. Probably, I actually think they said they want to look into putting in a European league. I don't think they need to put in a European league. I think they need to just add a team to London and France.
Yeah,
and I know that air travel would be stupid, but man, you flying fucking Boeing business jet, you'll be fine.
Yeah, the WNBA, you know, I do find it crazy that they are fighting for medical stuff.
That is crazy. They should not be fighting for travel. They should not be fighting for medical,
maternity leave.
Yeah, all this should be taken care of.
Granted, I'm pretty sure now you get pregnant, they probably just cut you.
Probably, which is messed up because it's a women's league.
Exactly.
So anything that pertains to women, we should kind of be like, all right, I kind of get it.
Yeah. Like
it's no big deal.
It shouldn't be hey, I gotta go, I'm losing my roster spot because
I'm having a baby.
I'm having a baby. Like, that sounds crazy.
Especially from the NBA, considering that we traditionally think of men's basketball, because of the amount of black men, as being a progressive type league.
Yeah.
So to be royally screwing over women, that's how this country works, by the way. It always make women think that they're not screwing them over so they can screw over black people, and then they come right back and screw y'all over. So but I do think, look, when I first started WNBA shirts, I was just like, yeah, that was stupid. And then I was like, you know what, they kind of got a point.
Absolutely. Drake and LeBron, the beef is heating up.
Did you hear the Irish thing? They said that the freestyle, you can barely hear it because they say it's like a freestyle. Well, it wasn't bad, but it was more directed at LeBron. I couldn't really hear it, so I got to find something. I got to wait for somebody to remaster it.
Drake, you got to let this go.
Does he though? Like, but if I walk out with your son after you know, the whole cardio thing, and we cool, you know, and then, you know, you take my rival Like, yo, you like really big up in this dude every time I see you. I'm not mad at bobbing your head, right? Bobbing your head is fine.
Yeah.
Because it is a beat, right? Like, even if it is against me, like, shit is catchy.
What about going to the concert? That was early on in the beef.
That was early on, also excusable. But can you please be in the box?
Nah,
can you be
on the floor?
Can you be in the box, bro?
And allegedly, the story that Maverick Carter wants us to believe is that LeBron left before Not Like Us came on at that concert.
That's the whole point of going to the concert. So that didn't happen.
Maverick Carter is the greatest spin artist of all time. I love him. Here's my thing: Drake got to stop. First of all, you can't beef with a nigga who you have tattooed on you. Yeah, he has LeBron tattooed on him. You know that?
I didn't know that, man. I told you, I really like Drake started getting like after what was the last was it More Life or Views? After I got the Views, I kind of
I was just like, all right,
More
Life was good. Though.
I got to check
Scorpion
out.
was good.
Yeah.
After that, I checked out. I was good. Once Pusha T did what he did, I said, all right, I have to pick a side. Even though What I Miss is my jam, the first half of it. But I look at it like this: like, I want to know what happened because I do. First of all, I don't believe no entertainment relationships because I think all of y'all fake. All of y'all,
I would agree.
Also, I don't judge nobody for when they get to LA for them switching up and supporting people from LA. When Shaq said he had to speak to gang members to leave Kobe alone when the split happened.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't know if that was true or not. Shaq, I don't know why you told us that. Shaq be lying too.
Shaq does it embellish a little bit.
Yeah. But I'm like, I just don't know. So I'm not surprised at LeBron saying, hey, I got to move out here. And it's 60,000 Crips out here. So.
Look, man, he was dancing. He going way too hard on the song when it plays, man. Which is corny.
The tea that they're trying to make us believe is that Serena and Savannah are like besties. And Drake did her dirty. And Savannah just been like F Drake since then. And then, you got a happy wife, happy life.
No, you can't do that, fellas. You can't do that, man. You got to hold in your frame. You got to be like, look, I get it. And like, it's a bop. But like, dude, like and look, y'all know I'm like the biggest LeBron fan. I think he's the greatest player of all time. Even above Jordan. You can argue Jordan, but I'm just saying, me personally, I pick LeBron, right?
But
like, bro, that's all the clip. And I'm like, LeBron, chill, just let the song play and bob your head. Bro, he throwing his hands. He said he's everywhere. And it's like, yo, you not a rapper. Chill. You don't even see music artists go that hard when a song play.
Plus it's Bow Wow. Damian Lillard's going back to the Blazers.
I love it.
Great for you.
And an extra $40 million.
Yeah. Plus you're going to get paid overall.
Yep. Get all your money from your injury. You got an extra 40. And he get to go back home, man. Get to go back home to his wife. Y'all know I love stories like that.
He ain't married. He need to marry her.
Hey, I love because these streets are not for everybody, bro.
It's not. It's tricky out here. Y'all better wisen up.
It is tricky out here.
Portland, y'all need to go ahead and we know you're gonna retire to Jersey. Start thinking of statue stuff.
Absolutely got to retire to Jersey.
It got to be like a half court heave that he always do, or the wave.
Is he the greatest Blazer of all time?
Yeah, it's not close.
Above Clyde?
Oh, Clyde was there. Wasn't Bill Walton there too?
Not for real.
Oh yeah, Bill Walton barely in the NBA. We just give him.
Yeah, his college career is why we still think of him. Honestly, I think he's the greatest Blazer of all time.
Yeah, Dame probably is. I mean, once it's said and done, he definitely will.
Yeah.
Chris Paul and Kim Kardashian, y'all can finally make it official. Kanye's out the way. Chris,
isn't Chris still married?
Chris Paul ain't never been married.
He never been married?
He a sniper. And if he is married, sorry. He's a known sniper. You seen that girl said Nick Cannon ain't seen her kid in a month?
Yeah, he has 12. I'm not surprised. We keep telling y'all to stop having babies with these. Money do not make men high value.
Look, yes, you're in the queue. He'll be there soon.
Yeah, he'll be there soon. I'm not stunned.
This last video, it's this dude in the car talking about he killing people about dirty macking.
Oh, see, I like this. I hate dirty macking.
You want me to play it?
I've been dirty mac on against. I don't
Really?
like it. Oh, gosh, yeah. I had a girl dirty mac me, bro.
Really?
Yeah, man.
I don't dirty.
Just so she could run the block back. And I'm like, babe, I was going to run the block back anyway. You ain't have to stop that.
Look, yes, she did.
I could have been both.
See, that's the problem right there. That's y'all problem right there. Hold on, let me get to it. Here we go. No, it ain't. Oh, sorry, I'm still.
I got dirty mac with the 40-year-old, actually. Now that I think about it.
You shouldn't have been there in the first place.
I should not have been. No, the 42-year-old I should not have been there. The 40-year-old was actually decent, but dude wanted her way back. They might be pod listeners. Let me stop.
Here we go. See? Trying to get you up out of here.
Just some information for the people that can resonate with the message. There's nothing lamer than a man that makes other men feel inferior or talks about other men in a negative way around women to impress them. There's nothing lamer than that, bro. There's nothing king energy about that. Kings, you feel me? If you have a friend that's ever done that to you, that's not your friend. Real kings, real confident men move with the spirit of abundance. And women are very attracted to that. When you move with the spirit of abundance, there's never a shortage of anything.
Somebody the dirty man, my man. He's upset about that.
Yeah, somebody took your girl, and it might have been somebody that you really know.
Yeah, it's somebody that he know. But I agree with it. I agree with everything he said, man. As men, bro, if you like a woman and you know she's dealing with a man, do not run over there and tell her what that man is doing.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. She's going to take that information. She's going to go back to dude. And she's going to tell him. Not only she going to tell dude, she also going to tell dude when she got the information from. I don't know why y'all think that they just go, that they just listen and then they go back and they just like, let me tell you what I heard. Absolutely. No, they going to tell you, especially if they know that y'all know each other. Oh. Because there's nothing that they like more than splitting up two guys.
Who was that I was listening to? They said they went to him and his girl went out to a restaurant or somewhere. No, to an event. And might have saw this on Twitter. And apparently the girl was like, yo, my ex is in here. But she refused to tell
she refused to tell him who it was. Yeah, what was that? Like,
it might have been Threads or it was on Facebook. I don't know.
Threads might be more toxic than Twitter. I can't get on there.
I hate Threads.
I cannot get. I'm like, Twitter is enough for me. But
that's because the algorithm is so good that they keep showing you stuff you don't like. And then also people are now on Threads rage baiting. That's the easiest way to get popping on Threads. You have to rage bait.
I don't understand rage baiting. I understand it on Twitter because people are trying to get paid.
Yeah. Well, imagine you try and get paid on
Threads. Threads not popping out any money for rage bait.
Nah, but hopefully if the people they find you on there and they is connected to your Instagram, they gonna go straight to Instagram. So maybe I don't know, man. It's all meta.
Stop dirty macking though. That's the biggest thing, man. Like you do not have to talk bad on a dude to get the girl, man. Just like, yo, be impressive enough that she likes you. Don't be like, oh, I saw you went out with such and such. Y'all together? I think I just saw him out last week.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his sister. I don't know. That might have been his sister. They ain't look alike. Like, y'all be doing that, man. And that's all dirty macking, dude. Cut it out, fellas. It's disgusting.
It's disgusting. What you got playing this weekend?
I don't know, man. I really got my hands full of life right now.
I feel you on that. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I think I got a wedding this week, actually. So y'all, if y'all see me at a wedding on Friday, I believe, come holler at me. And then I think I got a shoot. I got like 2 more shoots, man. These weddings about to ramp up, so I'm about to be out of here just working.
Hey, man, go get that money, bro.
Got to, especially if his kid is on the way. She ain't on the way yet.
We'll know in a month.
We gonna know in a month.
We gonna know in a month, boy. Hey, mark this date down.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all gonna, let me tell y'all something. She ain't coming. I'm letting y'all know that now. Look, man, I want to thank y'all for listening. We gonna holler at y'all next time.
Holla at your boy.